Before I start the review proper, I must acknowledge the passing of an acclaimed film director, William Friedkin. He passed away at the age of 87. He directed The French Connection, Bug, that certainly was something. Made Ashley Judd look a little less desirable, and that's really hard to do. Credit to William Friedkin for somehow managing to do that with Ashley Judd. He also did Blue Chips. Yes, the movie with Nick Nolte and basketball star Shaquille O'Neal was directed by the same man that did The French Connection, To Live and Die in L.A., Hunted, Jade, that had a great car chase, and that was really all it had, and also a little film called The Exorcist that really did influence modern horror and continues to be pillaged and plucked from and bastardized and everything, but your mother sucks cocks in hell. William Friedkin will be sorely missed, and when I say acclaimed film director, he really was talented, but honestly, outside The French Connection and The Exorcist, you can check out his IMDb page for the full listing, but man, that was about it there. But rest in peace, William Friedkin. Your work will never be forgotten. Now, I'm Charles Renton with my review of WWE Raw from Minneapolis, Minnesota. They were fapping all over the goddamn place, weren't they? Shrieking Vern Gagne noises. The ghost of Vern Gagne was raging watching this show. You thought it was ridiculous that he didn't give the title to Hulk Hogan at AWA Super Sunday in April of 1983 with super loud bullshit chants. I know they were coming off of SummerSlam. I didn't expect anything as far as landmark programming, but boy, it's like they were on cruise control, not even Speed 2 cruise control. We didn't even get to see Sandra Bullock in that. Boy howdy, Sandra Bullock in that movie. So, yeah, SummerSlam recaps. The first hour was commercial free. The first hour actually turned into the first 54 minutes. And commercial free meant that we got about 1.5 matches, a talking segment, and a lot of recaps. So much for commercial free. I know that advertisers pay the rights fees, all that stuff, and it's important to get those commercial breaks in. But don't say commercial free if you're not going to put in any effort. Sadly, Michael Cole will be part of both shows. My enthusiasm for Raw and SmackDown has gone down significantly. Cody is here with the most courageous performance I've ever seen. It was stupid. And Brock was more stupid for not pinning him 12 different times during that match. That being said, whoa! People like Cody. I don't. I don't wish ill upon him, but I still laugh at the fact that he lost to Mania 39. The crowd's up for him. And then again, they have the Twins and the Vikings to cheer for, so really, what do they know? So, I'm sorry to anybody in Minnesota having to be watching this. You're all cool people. So, he's so fucking insincere. I can beat anyone. At SummerSlam. I'm sorry. That's mean. That's so mean. But anyway, here's Seth Pheasant Rollins in his giant yellow boots. Straight out of Astro Boy. Astro Croc boots. Okay, I don't know why he was dressed like that. And then Judgment Day with Balor are here. And look, just Balor actually jumps in a little bit later. I jumbled this because I started to tune out because realistically, this entire segment just was so, it didn't mean anything. I'm sorry, it didn't mean anything. Here's Sami Zayn to make the save, and we get a 6-man tag later. Brilliant booking. Then we get recast of the IC title match, and then we cut to Ricochet being pissed about losing to Logan Paul. I don't blame him. Ciampa, Ricochet, Riddle, and Gable will be in a 4-way match later. By later means up next. Entrances for that match were interrupted by the Ricochet Logan Paul recaps. And 25 minutes into the first hour commercial free, we get Gable versus Ciampa versus Riddle versus Ricochet. 4-way contenders match. The winner faces Gunther at some point for the Intercontinental Championship. As long as Gunther gets the record, I don't care. He could get it by a day. I don't care. He needs to have that record. They love Gable here, because apparently he is from nearby Minneapolis. Maybe he's from Minneapolis. I like Gable as far as an athlete, but I really don't care as far as a stupid gimmick. It's dumb. I don't like it. I don't, and I'm never going to like it. The no rope breaks during a 4-way, and look, they did a bunch of convoluted, messy moves with not a lot of psychology, and Gable won. I'm not going to complain that Gable won. I think Gunther's goons his Gunthers, as it were, are going to cause Gable to lose, and then they're going to have a match, maybe a fast lane, or Gable wins a little further down the road, whatever it is. Gable will win the Intercontinental Championship at some point, maybe, and maybe we can treat him seriously, like they should have 5 years ago. Ciampa kicking out 3.25 is kind of funny. I don't know why. So yeah, 12 minutes for this match. And then recaps of Cody versus Brock. And then Rollins, Zayn, and Cody are yelling backstage. And then we get Bloodline recaps. LA Knight gets a big pop. He's getting his picture taken while The Miz is upset. Seemingly realizing that LA Knight, on his worst day, is better than Miz in the ring on his best day. Nakamura versus Here Comes Bronson. And now we're going down to the commercial shop to get commercials. Hey, remember when Bronson beat Okada? Man, that was one hell of a time. I know he's getting more money in WWE, and I'm very happy for him. I just wish they would figure out how to use him better. Cole mentioned the IWGP championships that, were won by both these guys. Well, I mean, mainly Nakamura. But good. That was good. That was nice. You can tell Vince McMahon is recovering from spinal surgery, which I honestly hope he never recovers from. I hope he's a freaking drooling vegetable soon. This match was fine. 54 minutes in, and we go to the ad break, and the crowd didn't really care, even though they could do some good shit. And then we get a powerbomb for 2, a DVD for 2. The splash misses, avoiding the tsunami. And Chin Salsa 1, 2, 3. So Nakamura wins. And Raquel is upset she's not quite cleared yet. And I love how Pierce is talking to the doctor as if Raquel wasn't literally right behind him. Good awareness of your surroundings, Pierce. I like Adam Pierce. They just make him act stupid. Okay, Becky, I see you. Good God, she looked great. And then she was in the ring for the next 10 minutes while Kaiser flirts with Maxine. They did 20 takes of this, and Maxine did the best she could. So, Otis then challenges Kaiser, further cementing that win last week with Kaiser was an anomaly. And Becky's been in the ring for 10 minutes, and she basically is ready to take down Trish, and she's all fired up and all this, and Zoe shows up. Zoe wishes that she would have been able to actually buy out the controlling share that Joe Stecker had to help create the AWA, because Zoe would have helped run the AWA better. She was there for Verne Gagne's debut match, and she was there when the AWA was first formed. I'll stop these jokes one day, except no, I won't. But she tries to cut a promo, really tries. Here's Shayna, and she's got black eyes, all busted up, and Becky says, "Damn, Shayna, you look rough," and Shayna says, "I drove Rousey out of WWE. Thank you, Shayna." We don't want to see, the vast majority of people rather don't want to see Rousey anymore. She wasn't motivated the second time around. Go home, do whatever. And Zoe tried to jab back and forth with Shayna. That didn't work. We're getting a match later. And by later, I mean in a few minutes. SummerSlam recaps, and then Balor is upset at Priest, and JD McTuna is back. Why? Why? I mean, I know why they're going to tease this whole split thing, but JD basically says, that briefcase is holding you back. That briefcase still isn't as thick as his goddamn skull. Zoe took on Shayna in a match where nobody cared. There was a smattering of cheers for Shayna, and that was it. Becky drank lemonade, either as a shout to the old Beyonce album or song or whatever. I don't know. I don't pay that much attention to Beyonce, but I know she did something called Lemonade, which sounded a lot less dirty in my head, so let's just move on. I know it was taking, life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And it was a match, and then Shayna hits what was the former Piper's Pit, but is now it's her own slam. I forget what Cole called it, because I really try to tune Cole out as much as possible. And then, Becky sprays the lemonade into the air. That sounds like a euphemism. Nakamura then interrupts Rollins cutting a promo and says, "Oh, Sammy's here. Hey, here's what we can do." Oh, wait. I jumped ahead. I'm sorry. McTuna takes out Sammy because Nakamura's being talked to by Byron. And then Otis took on Kaiser, and behind the referee's back, they somehow didn't see the giant Austrian man that helped cause Otis to lose. Kaiser needs help to beat Otis. They were cheering Otis. Y'all don't deserve happiness. I'm sorry. That's mean. And Gable comes and makes the save. Then Sammy is all beat up and whatever. Because why not? And then Nakamura talks to Rollins after Cody says go cut the promo, do whatever. Nakamura offers Rollins his assistance after having a match and staring right at his goddamn title, practically having a neon sign saying, I'm going to betray you after we win this match. And Rollins is an idiot for buying into it. So, then here's Miz. And here's LA Knight. LA Knight stumbled over a few lines, but still got Miz here, and they jabbed back and forth and did stuff, and we got a brief brawl. I'm sick of the Miz. He serves his purpose, and he obviously is somebody that they appreciate and that they can go to for appearances and all that, and that's great. I don't want to fucking see him wrestle anymore. LA Knight better goddamn beat Theory for that U.S. Championship. And also, what brand split? I thought he was on SmackDown. Valhalla is dear. And then the Raiders offered a challenge to any team. The New Day are back. Xavier and Big E is not there, unfortunately. I wish Big E was there. But if he can have a great quality of life, and if he never steps in the ring again, as long as he has great quality of life. But Kofi and Xavier end up beating the Raiders. Remember when the Raiders meant something back when they were War Machine? Since Shayna is going to come for Becky, Dakota's wondering, the fuck? New Day are fired up. And that dance with Jackie was the second weirdest Oreo I've seen on camera. Don't ask about the first. Always delete your search history. Sonya is out with a torn ACL. I wish Sonya nothing but a speedy recovery. Abolish the Women's Tag Team Championships. Abolish them. They're cursed. Just abolish them, please. So, Judgment Day entrance, and about, 15 minutes later, after some recaps, and Raquel jumping Rhea, and then Candice and Indy being involved. Yeah, they have Candice back, so abolish Raw. It's not worth it. I kid. I like Indy, but just Candice is bland. Blandest, as it were. So yeah, Rhea's pissed off everybody. And Creative's pissed off Rhea and everybody else by not having Rhea defend the championship. That's not Rhea's fault. That's Creative. Seth, Cody, and Nakamura took on Judgment Day. More tension between Balor and Priest. And then a melee with Sammy attacking later. And then a briefcase kick. And Balor got pinned. And everybody's celebrating. And then Nakamura kicks Seth. Gee, Nakamura, curse your sudden and obvious betrayal. That's it for Raw. They better hook me by the end of this month, because I legit might be taking a break from Raw and SmackDown. At least reviewing them. I can only do things reviews for so long before the shows just get to me, and Raw's kind of broken me down. So agree, disagree what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rickland. I'll see you soon.